Hello, my name is Valanya Duffy, and this is my organizational analysis oral presentation. I am currently an employer at Tinker Air Force Base, and I work for Air Force Material Command, and I've been employed with them for over 2 years now. Tinker was built in 1941 and has over 27,000 employees. I work in Air Force Material Command, as I stated before, which is we can handle all of the tools, parts, and chemicals for all of the mechanics and make sure that everything flows smoothly so the mechanics can have the tools and parts that they need in order to get the aircrafts going. My position is a material handler. I am specialized in parts and tools such as torque wrenches, wing flap safety kits, apex bits, drills, cordless drills. I also specialize in chemicals and distribution of chemicals to the mechanics in order for them to get the planes out. We handle chemicals from hydraulic fluid. We have NPK wipes, which are pretty hazardous, and we also have things such as primer to help the mechanics when they're painting the aircrafts. Tinker's strategy. I work in Air Force Material Command. We service the KC-135. Our strategy, first and foremost, is to serve the warfighter. We have so many days, I believe it's 45, to get the planes in, maintenance the planes, and get them back out to the pilots so that they can continue on their missions. We also work 365, 7 days a week. We have days, we have a swing shift, and we also have a graveyard shift. All three shifts work together to keep the planes being properly maintained, and we also work 24/7, 365 to make sure that we have the proper chemicals available for mechanics so that they can get the planes out and back into flight and to service the fuel the warfighters. Tinker's structure is pretty basic. Said I work with Air Force Material Command. That is located with the Air Force 564th AMXG Division. We have several ways that we go about keeping everything floating. We have meetings every morning. Every department has a meeting to figure out what needs to be done for the day. We also have different positions available. We have mechanics, we have tool and parts attendants, we have sheet metal mechanics, we have electricians, we have production controllers. There's all types of positions there to make sure that those airplanes are there and we have everything available for the mechanics to get the planes out and up and running again. We have several forms of communication. We have meetings every morning, as I stated earlier. We also have IM, which is our instant message, and we communicate a lot through email. Email is our most effective way of communicating because it leaves a paper trail for everyone, and you can see what date and what time that everyone was working on any said project at any given moment. Tinker systems keep track of all of your training, of all of your personal information. We have two training systems, which is TSS, that's our training scheduling system. We also have ADLS, which is the Advanced Distributed Learning Service. Every year we have several trainings that we have to do multiple times. We get notifications through email from either the system, TSS, or ADLS, or we may get a notification from our supervisor, which lets us know when our trainings are due. When we get that notification, we have up until 30 days to get that training done, or else we'll be locked out of our systems. We also have a system called TAA, which is our time and attendance system. And that system allows for us to put all of our personal information, such as our home address, our telephone numbers, and our email addresses. It also keeps up with all of your W-2 and W-4 information. Our Tinker share values are simple. We have a mission statement, which is to deliver and support agile award-winning capabilities. That is basically the same thing I've been saying, to serve the warfighter. Our vision statement is delivering the world's greatest Air Force, the most trusted and agile provider, and innovative and cost-effective war-winning capabilities. We're there for the warfighter. The KC-135 that's our mission. It's our job to keep those planes up and available to continuously fuel planes during any missions that they have. Tinker Style, our chain of command, we're very strong as far as the chain of command. They influence you to go through the chain of command for anything positive or even negative. You are to start with your supervisor and then work your way up if you have any type of problem with anyone or anything. We're also very competitive and cooperative. I believe we all work together very well as a family. We're there with our coworkers multiple hours a day, multiple hours a week. So we try to work together to keep everything floating smoothly. The staff is wonderful. As far as working at Tinker, there's only one site where you can get, government jobs, which is usajobs.gov. That job has all of the information that you need and that to get any type of government job, especially at Tinker Air Force Base. And we also have, once you're hired, there are multiple trainings that you go through that to make sure that you know what you're doing on the job. We as mechanics or we as tool and parts attendants have skills to help us with our jobs. The mechanics are trained at Votex to show them how to work certain tools and parts for the aircrafts. There are skill gaps, I believe, but I think with the proper training that anyone can be taught to do anything. And once you're on the job, you have training on your computers. You also have one-on-one training with someone until a supervisor feels that you're able to do that job very well. In conclusion, I would say I work for one of the best companies in Oklahoma. We're like a family. We're there with our coworkers more than we're here with our families every day. So you have to get to know these people personally and on a business level. We take pride in our work, and there's always room for advancement. At my previous job, I don't think that they didn't push us to try new things and try to do other things. But at Tinker, I get that drive and that push to continue with my education, and that's very important to me. I go to school so that I can advance at Tinker. We have so many job opportunities available and so much room for advancement that there's no reason that you should be stuck in any position for any certain amount of time. I believe it's one of the best places in Oklahoma to work, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Thank you for listening to my presentation.